So I haven't really done a fish room video for a while. No overall reason, just kind of a little bit too busy with everything. But we have tons and tons of baby fish spawning and growing up and all sorts of stuff. What is super cool is these guys that have just hatched. I usually don't bother saving eggs, but I thought I would make an effort this time, seeing we sell them obviously in the shop, and they are a very cool fish. But yeah, if you know what they are, comment in the comments, otherwise I might tell you in the next video. Super awesome. I did manage to save about 60 or so from the spawning tank, so I'm growing them up in here so it's a little bit easier to check out. And we're going to go through a few of these other fish that have been breeding. In this tank I've got a pair of blue-eyed cichlids. They look like convicts, act like convicts, kind of related, but they're a different species again. Very cool fish. So they've got the really nice sort of iridescent blue speckles going through the grey. When they're breeding like this, they get a little bit darker than normal. Usually they're slightly more pale grey. Very cool though. Super aggressive. You can keep these guys with most other fish you can keep convicts with, so bigger Central and South American cichlids. They do really well with things like Oscars in big tanks. They can protect their fry to even fish like 10 times the size of them. So expect a pair of these to have a go at something Oscar size when they're spawning. Very nice fish though. So interesting. I haven't bred these for quite a few years, so just getting back into a few of the Central American cichlids at the moment, but they are super cool. In the tank next door, I've got these guys. These are T-bar convicts, so a different species again. Not a line-bred version of your normal convict cichlid, but a different species. That is their fry. I think they're about 2 or 3 weeks old now. Just eating the rehydrated brine shrimp. Very cool fish to breed. So these guys will get full colors to them as they mature. Very hard to see the parents because the parents are kind of spooked because of the fry. So unlike convicts and blue eyes, these guys sort of hide when they see a threat, and the babies should hide with them, but these babies are a little bit silly and they're not. But another Central American. So this is my grow out for my albino tadpoles at the moment. Obviously you can see which ones are albino and which ones aren't. These tanks are on my Corydoras system. The Corydoras are not in the system, so it's just like lots of random guppies and stuff at the moment. The Corydoras are around the other side. I think I do have a few baby Corydoras in tubs. Yeah, there's fish everywhere, but obviously they are not fish, but they are just another thing that we breed. Albino spotted marsh frogs. Very cool. You do need a reptile license to keep reptiles and amphibians, but there are a few of them there. There is some awesome cichlids breeding in there, so we'll go in there in a second. In my grow out pools, and this is all fully cycled now, got some Oscars and stuff like that. There are a lot of Central American cichlids and South American cichlids I'm growing up. Same in there. There is a big pair of red devils that are about to spawn. I know, I need to deal with that. Just adding the redtail catfish to this video. So this is the big redtail catfish. It's 20 years old now. He is in a huge, huge tank, obviously. The males don't get as big as the females. Having a sort of a lazy afternoon chill in the back of the tank at the moment. He should come over, because usually when he sees me, he thinks it's food time. His whiskers are starting to come over. But he's going super well. As I said, about 20 years old. Apparently they live up to 35, 40 years. There you are. Just cruising, not even hungry at the moment. Look at the fat belly on the thing. But we're going to jump to another tank where I've got a slightly smaller one with some other fish. I do want to get him out of this tank into a bigger tank. But this tank is currently 9 foot by 4 foot, and he's about 1 meter long, so around about 100 centimeters. To the next tank. In this tank here, and of course we won't be able to really see them, there's a pair of parrot cichlids. Kind of. I'm just using angelfish as diver fish, and she does not want to play the game. I just took her little hide out and she totally freaked out. There she is inside the cave with the boy at the moment. So these are Nicaraguan parrot cichlids. So name is on the screen. Usually super, super colourful until you stress them out by trying to film them, and then they lose all their colour and generally sook. So there's quite a few angelfish in here that we bred last year as well. They'll move out the way, which they won't. Of course they won't. I probably should have cleaned the glass. Come on, angels. Shoo now. Shoo. Yeah, they don't want to shoo. Anyway, there is a super nice pair of parrot cichlids in here. Hopefully they will spawn in the next week or two. So the male was actually dug out in that little cave there. Moved all the sand out. Female is getting nice and plump, but she is super shy. There she is. That's, I think, all we're going to get of her. Don't you love it when fish disappoint you? Oh well, I'll get her in another video, I'm sure. Let's jump to more fish. We're gonna go down here. Okay, there is a lot of things spawning. I do need to do some videos on breeding the neon tetras. Well, those are the neon tetras. Breeding those, which are long fin, oh, what are they, cherry barbs? I'll try and put some footage on the screen, but they are super, super hard to see because they are so small. I think there's some albino cherry barbs in there as well. I know, I keep breeding them. I should probably stop, but these are the parents. These are the babies of the parents from last year. So this is my second generation. Anyway, we have cichlid grow out, more Central American cichlids. They are. So this tank's a little bit bigger than it looks. This is a 4 foot front to back by 3 foot. Yeah, we have a lot of trimax, so name on the screen, and what they used to be called Ellioti, so names on the screen. Maybe it's right, maybe it's not, I don't know. That apparently they changed the name of those. So just growing these out to a decent size. They're probably only about maybe 3 centimeters at the moment or so. And I think I've got another tank of them in there. Yeah, murky tank. They eat a lot of food. It's 4 foot front to back, as I said. I still have not got all these tanks on a system. I've got the plumbing mostly sorted. I just need to run this to a sump, which is going to be behind that wall, and I need to pump the water back up into these tanks. I really should do that though. Yeah, I keep running out of time. I have one day off to muck around with all this stuff, and yeah, there's a lot to do. But how cool are they? A lot of cichlids in there, maybe, I don't know, 200, 300 maybe. I'm just guesstimating. You can freeze the frame now, freeze the frame. You can pause the video and count them if you want, and then tell me down below. Good luck with that one. But that is them, I think. Yeah, in the sump, you cannot see in the sump, but there are a lot of Geophagus in the sump, just the gold dust geos. Oh, I did get some mystery spawns. I wonder if you can see them. I'll try and zoom in to see if you can see them. So if there's a little zoom in thing on the screen, that means I can. If there isn't, then you just have to guess that there's little fish swimming around. I did put a whole lot of plants in these tanks from another holding tank, and then I was going to spawn a few different things in here. Yeah, but then fry started popping up from the plant, so I'm not entirely sure what they are. I'm 99% sure they are just zebra dinios or danios. They are there, so we're feeding them and letting them grow up. That happened to 2 tanks at the moment, so that sort of stuffed these tanks up for about a week or two until these are big enough to move. So yeah, this is a pool. There are a few Matoro Stingrays. The big girl there, she is getting harassed by the male. So I probably need to take the male out of there. So we'll deal with that soon. But this tank here, which is another 9-footer, a few big fish in this tank. Yeah, they're all hungry. A few peacock bass. Has another redtail catfish, maybe about, I don't know, 70, 80 centimeters, something like that. Fair size. This tank is 4 foot front to back, to give you an idea again. So another very big tank. That's an arowana. A lot of stingrays. I don't know how that pleco is surviving. It's about maybe 25, 30 centimeters. Yeah, usually things like that size will get inhaled by redtail cats. I think it's just lucky. It's not moving out of there anytime soon. We're just going to feed these guys. And that was a kilo of food, and the rays got none of it. So yeah, we do feed them pellets as well, and obviously more food than a kilo. They've stirred all their sand up. This is hooked up to this pool here, hooked up to a few filters, some other tanks, all sorts of stuff as well. If you did enjoy this video, click the thumbs up so I know, and I'll try and do more videos like this. A day in the life of having a lot of fish in a fish room. We will see you in the next video.